Welcome back to Talk Tickers. You ready to dive into this Wix earnings call with me?
Absolutely. Let's break it down.
Okay, cool. So we're looking at the actual earnings call transcript and some stock performance data and news coverage from the day it dropped. And some interesting stuff here. Did you know over half of Wix's new users are opting for their AI-powered website builder?
Yeah, that's a pretty remarkable stat.
And get this, those AI-built sites are way more likely to be business-focused. So this isn't just hobbyists playing around anymore.
Yeah, this is some serious stuff.
Wix is back, baby. What stood out to you as the biggest takeaway from this earnings call?
It's the clear signal that Wix is no longer just a DIY website builder.
Interesting. Okay.
They're attracting professional users, and their AI investments are paying off.
That's fascinating, because I remember when everyone was writing Wix off.
Right. Like their best days were behind them.
Yeah.
But this earnings call paints a much different picture.
Very different.
For 3 quarters in a row now, accelerating growth. Bookings are up 16% year over year, hitting $450 million.
That's huge.
And revenue climbed 13%, reaching $445 million.
They're not just surviving.
They're thriving.
Thriving indeed. And you mentioned AI. It seems to be the buzzword everywhere these days, but with Wix, it feels like more than just hype.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Their CEO, Avishai Abrahami, called their AI website builder a game changer.
Mm.
And I think he might be right.
Yeah.
Over half of new users are opting for the AI-powered onboarding, and these users are 50% more likely to be business-focused.
So they're attracting users who are serious about their online presence.
Exactly.
Wow. And are these AI-powered websites actually performing better?
Early data suggests they are.
Really?
Wix is seeing a 13% conversion rate uplift from AI onboarding.
So the AI is helping people create more effective websites right out of the gate.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
That's impressive.
Uh-huh.
So Wix is making it easier for anyone, regardless of their technical skills, to not just build a website, but build a website that gets results.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about the impressive growth and the strategic shift towards professionals and the impact of AI. But there's another piece of the puzzle here. Wix Studio.
Yes.
Remember, this was a major initiative they launched a couple of years ago
Uh-huh.
to specifically target agencies and web design professionals.
Right.
How's that playing out?
It's turning out to be a brilliant move. Studio bookings growth has accelerated significantly,
Yeah.
quarter over quarter, and a full 75% of bookings from new partners are coming from studio accounts.
75%.
Yes.
So they're not just attracting a few professionals here and there. You're becoming a magnet for the entire web design community.
I think so, yeah.
This is where things get really interesting for Wix.
I agree. What's even more impressive is that their overall partner revenue, not just from studio, grew 30% year over year.
You are right to be bullish on Wix attracting more professional users. That 30% growth proves their studio strategy is working. So to sum this up, Wix is winning over both DIYers with their AI-powered ease of use aimed at attracting professionals with a more robust studio platform. They're covering all their bases. But let's not forget about the business side of things. How did Wix perform when it came to helping businesses actually make money online?
This is another area where Wix is shining. Their e-commerce platform is seeing impressive growth. Gross payment volume, or GPV, accelerated.
So that's the total value of transactions processed through their platform, right?
Exactly, hitting 14% year-over-year growth.
Okay, so more businesses are using Wix to sell their products and services, and they're selling more than ever before. That's a great sign. But what about Wix's cut of those sales? Are they actually making money from this e-commerce boom?
Absolutely. Their transaction revenue, their share of all those sales, jumped a whopping 23% year-over-year.
So Wix is successfully monetizing their e-commerce platform and reaping the rewards of this growth. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground. We've seen that Wix is growing rapidly, attracting both DIYers and professionals, and their e-commerce platform is booming. But what about the future? Did Wix's leadership give any hints about where they're headed?
Yes, they did. They emphasized their strong cash flow position, stating that they believe their current cost structure can support even more growth.
So they're not just talking about growth. They're backing it up with financial stability.
Absolutely.
That's encouraging to hear. And they even teased some transformative new products
They did.
for self-creators in the coming years.
Yeah, it's clear Wix is not resting on their laurels. They're playing the long game and betting big on innovation to fuel future growth.
And with their start price surging over 14% on the day of the earnings release, hitting a 3-year high of $210.27, it seems the market is pretty optimistic about Wix's future too.
Definitely. This jump in stock price reflects a renewed confidence in Wix's ability to compete and thrive in the increasingly crowded website building market.
All right, so we've analyzed the numbers, the strategies, and the market reaction. But now, for the fun part,
All right.
let's put on our speculative hats for a moment
Okay.
and dive into this is not financial advice,
Yeah.
but it's fun to think about segment.
Haha, let's do it. Remember, folks, this is purely hypothetical and just for fun.
Exactly, but sometimes it's fun to think big and explore the possibilities, right?
Right.
So let's rewind for a second. We were just talking about Wix's impressive performance, their focus on AI,
Uh-huh.
and those transformative new products they hinted at.
Yes, and you were about to pose a what-if question.
I was.
What if?
Okay, here it is. What if Wix's aggressive push into AI for both self-creators and e-professionals gives them a truly disruptive edge over their competitors, like Squarespace,
Okay.
GoDaddy? What if they become the go-to platform for everything online?
I like where you're going with this.
Yeah,
We know Wix has already carved out a significant chunk of the website building market. But what if they leverage their AI capabilities to expand beyond just websites?
exactly. Imagine a world, say, 2 years down the line, where Wix isn't just about creating a website, but managing your entire online presence, your website, your marketing, your customer interactions, all powered by AI, all seamlessly integrated within the Wix ecosystem.
That's an intriguing thought. Wix already offers a suite of tools beyond just website building.
Yeah.
Things like e-commerce solutions, booking systems, and marketing automation. What if they use AI to supercharge these tools
Okay,
and offer an even more comprehensive platform?
right. Imagine AI-powered marketing campaigns that automatically target the right customers with the right message at the right time. Imagine AI-driven customer service chatbots that resolve issues instantly, 204/7. And imagine all of this accessible through a single user-friendly interface.
And let's not forget about their growing partner ecosystem. As more agencies and freelancers build their businesses on Wix, that creates a powerful network effect, attracting even more users to the platform.
It's like a snowball effect.
Right.
More users attract more partners, which in turn attract even more users. And with Wix's AI capabilities, they could potentially offer those partners even more value, creating a truly sticky ecosystem.
Yeah, it's a compelling vision.
It is, but let's play devil's advocate for a moment. Isn't Wix facing increasing competition from established players like Google and Amazon, who are also investing heavily in AI and business solutions?
That's a valid point. But I think Wix has a few key advantages.
Okay.
First, they have a laser focus on the needs of small businesses and entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
They understand the unique challenges these businesses face and have built their platform to address those challenges.
And second.
They've cultivated a strong brand identity as a user-friendly, creative platform. They've made website building accessible to anyone, regardless of their technical skills.
Exactly. They've democratized technology.
Right.
And I think that resonates with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So while they face competition, I wouldn't underestimate their ability to carve out a unique space for themselves in the market.
I agree. But let's push our speculative thinking even further.
Okay.
What if Wix doesn't just compete with the likes of Google and Amazon, but actually partners with them?
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Imagine Wix integrating with Google's vast advertising network or Amazon's fulfillment services. That would give Wix users access to incredible range of capabilities and resources.
That would be huge. They could leverage these partnerships to offer an even more comprehensive suite of tools, further cementing their position as the go-to platform for online businesses.
All right, so here's where we put it all together. Imagine this. 2 years from now, Wix has fully realized its AI vision. They've launched those transformative products, they've expanded their partner network, and they've secured strategic partnerships with industry giants. What does that mean for Wix's valuation?
Well, if they can execute on this vision, we're not talking about a 14% stock jump. We're talking about a potential re-rating of the entire company. They could become a dominant force in the tech industry, rivaling some of the biggest names in the game.
It's a bold prediction, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Wix has the vision, the technology, and the momentum to achieve something truly remarkable. But remember, folks, this is all speculation, purely hypothetical, and definitely not financial advice.
Exactly. But it's exciting to think about the possibilities, isn't it?
It is. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll look back at this conversation in a few years and marvel at how accurately we predicted Wix's meteoric rise.
Or maybe we'll laugh at how wildly off base we were. But that's the fun of it all.
So with that speculative journey complete, let's bring things back down to earth and shift gears a bit. We've talked a lot about the big picture, but I want to zoom in on one specific area that I think holds immense potential for Wix, their e-commerce platform.
Yeah, that's an area that definitely deserves more attention.
We touched on it earlier, but I think it's worth emphasizing just how well Wix is performing in the e-commerce space. Remember those impressive numbers? 14% GPV growth year over year and a whopping 23% jump in transaction revenue.
Those numbers are hard to ignore, and I think they point to a larger trend. Wix is becoming much more than just a website builder.
Right.
They're evolving into a complete online business platform.
Exactly. And e-commerce is a key piece of that puzzle. They're providing businesses with all the tools they need to sell online, from setting up online stores to processing payments to managing inventory.
And they're going beyond just the typical online store model.
Really?
Yeah, they're offering tools for selling event tickets, scheduling appointments, and even invoicing,
Interesting.
making their commerce platform appealing to a much wider range of businesses.
That's a really smart move.
Yay.
By diversifying their e-commerce offerings, they're not just relying on traditional online retail, they're tapping into a whole new world of online transactions. Think about it. Everything from booking a yoga class to hiring a freelance graphic designer can now happen through a Wix-powered platform.
It's a brilliant strategy, and I think it positions them perfectly to capitalize on the continued growth of the digital economy. As more and more businesses move online, Wix is there to provide them with the tools and services they need to succeed.
It's a win-win situation for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Wix wins by attracting more users and generating more revenue. Businesses win by gaining access to a powerful platform that helps them reach new customers and grow their sales. And consumers win by having a more seamless and convenient online experience.
Absolutely. And Wix isn't just sitting back and watching this all unfold. Their leadership has expressed their commitment to further expanding their e-commerce offerings, investing in new features and capabilities to stay ahead of the curve.
That's what I like to hear. They're not content with just being a player in the e-commerce space. They want to be a leader. And with their track record of innovation and their user-centric approach, I think they have a real shot at achieving that goal.
Agreed. And I think this e-commerce push is just another example of how Wix is constantly evolving and adapting to the changing needs of businesses and consumers. They're not afraid to embrace new technologies and explore new opportunities.
Exactly. They're not just riding the wave of the digital revolution. They're actively shaping it. And that's what makes Wix such an exciting company to watch. But before we get too carried away, I think it's time for our final what-if scenario. This is where we let our imaginations run wild and explore the most outrageous but still plausible trade idea based on everything we've learned about Wix today.
I love this part. All right, let's hear it. What's your most outrageous Wix trade idea?
Okay, here it is. What if?
Oh, hold on. Don't spoil the surprise just yet. Let's save that for part 2. Build up the suspense a little more.
You're right. We need to keep our listeners engaged.
Right.
So join us for the thrilling conclusion of this Wix deep dive in part 2, where we'll unveil our most outrageous but plausible trade idea and explore the wild possibilities of Wix's future.
I can't wait. All right, are you ready to hear that outrageous trade idea?
I am. Lay it on me. But first, the usual disclaimer. This is purely hypothetical and not actual investing advice.
Right, don't go making any rash decisions based on this.
Exactly. But it's fun to think big. So, to recap, Wix crushed earnings. Their AI is paying off, they're winning over professionals, and e-commerce is booming.
They're on fire. So what's this crazy trade idea?
Okay, what if Wix becomes the acquisition target of a major tech giant?
Whoa, I wasn't expecting that. But it's not impossible. We've seen plenty of big tech companies buying up smaller ones.
Exactly. A company like Microsoft, with its cloud and software, could see Wix as the perfect addition.
Or Shopify, which is already huge in e-commerce. They could see Wix's platform, their AI tools, as a way to expand.
Yeah, and imagine what a company like that would pay for Wix's users, their tech, their brand. It could be huge for shareholders.
Okay, I'm getting a little excited. But wouldn't Wix's leaders resist being bought? They seem pretty committed to their own vision.
Maybe, but a big enough offer might be hard to say no to, especially if it helps them expand their reach.
True, and an acquisition might even speed up their growth, give them more resources and expertise.
Exactly. It's all speculation, but fun to think about. And that's the point, right?
Definitely.
Exploring those what-ifs.
Absolutely.
Okay, speculative journey complete. Let's shift gears a bit. We've talked big picture, but I want to focus on Wix's e-commerce platform.
Yeah, that deserves more attention.
We touched on it, but it's worth emphasizing how well Wix is doing there. Remember those numbers. 14% GPV growth year over year, 23% jump in transaction revenue.
Hard to ignore those.
Yeah.
And it shows a trend. Wix is more than just a website builder now. They're a full-on business platform.
Exactly. E-commerce is key. They're giving businesses all the tools to sell online. Stores, payments, inventory.
And they're going beyond the typical online store.
Really?
Tools for tickets, appointments, even invoicing, appealing to way more businesses.
That's smart. They're not just relying on traditional retail. They're in a whole new world of transactions. Booking yoga, hiring designers, it can all happen on Wix now.
It's brilliant, and it positions them perfectly for the digital economy's growth. More businesses go online, Wix is there to help them.
Win-win for everyone. Wix gets users and revenue. Businesses reach customers and grow. And consumers have a smoother online experience.
Absolutely. And Wix isn't just watching. Their leaders want to expand their e-commerce, investing in new stuff to stay ahead.
That's what I want to hear. They're not just playing, they want to lead. And with their innovation, they could do it.
I think so too. This e-commerce push shows how Wix is adapting. They're not afraid of new tech or opportunities.
Exactly. They're not just along for the ride. They're shaping the digital revolution. That's what makes them so exciting. But before we get carried away, it's time for our final what if. The most outrageous but plausible trade idea based on everything we've learned.
I love this part. What is it?
Okay, what if?
Hold on. Let's save that for part 3. Keep the suspense going a little longer.
You're right. Got to keep our listeners hooked. So join us for the thrilling conclusion where we unveil that wild trade idea. All right, Talk Tickers listeners, are you ready for this outrageous trade idea?
I am. But first, the disclaimer. Not financial advice, just for fun.
Of course. We're just playing around, right?
Yeah.
So Wix crushed earnings, their AI is working, they're attracting professionals, and e-commerce is booming.
On fire, what's the trade?
What if Wix gets acquired by a major tech company?
Whoa, okay. Didn't see that coming. But it's not crazy, right? Big companies buy smaller ones all the time.
Exactly. Microsoft, with their cloud software, Wix would fit right in.
Or Shopify, already huge in e-commerce. Wix's platform and AI could be their way to grow even more.
Imagine what they'd pay for Wix's users, tech, and brand. Wix shareholders could be celebrating.
Okay, I'm getting a little excited now. But wouldn't Wix's leadership fight back? They seem to want to do their own thing.
Maybe, but a big enough offer, especially if it helps them reach more people, might be too good to pass up.
True. And being acquired might even help them grow faster, give them more resources and know-how.
Exactly. Pure speculation, but fun to think about.
Definitely.
Okay, enough speculation for now. Let's wrap this up. Wix is back, exceeding expectations. They're using AI, building a complete online business platform, winning over DIYers and D-professionals, and their e-commerce is exploding.
And they're navigating this digital world really well, always innovating. They're definitely a company to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. But remember, everyone, this was just for fun and information, not financial advice. Always do your own research, talk to a financial advisor, and make decisions that are right for you.
Couldn't agree more. We just wanted to give you some things to think about with Wix. What do you all think? Let us know in the comments.
Thanks for joining us on Talk Tickers. We'll be back with another deep dive into earnings calls soon. Until then, happy investing.